feature, if you allow it to be open. By default, it's closed, to take Zoom, and it has what we call an API, an application program interface, to Zoom. So what's the advantage of doing to Zoom? That other people can see us live in delayed but real time. So you can see, you probably got the content of this meeting is being sent to a third party. By staying in this meeting, you consent to sharing your information, including audio and video. Users with access to third-party service can watch or share content with others. So we can learn almost to be our own brand. We can give webinars where even through Zoom, we can have others in YouTube see us as well. So I got that. So I've done that part. I also like to use another program called Loom. One is Zoom with a Z. Loom is with an L. And I'll have you look at that at a time. And that is when I do the Loom, it will come up and bring it in, start recording in another server. And what's nice about that is I can do short recordings of topic areas that I want. So I recorded here. And next, so I have that. I also like to do, let's see if it's working, my MSN recorder, which is to records on my computer. And sometimes what I want to do is, in case I don't have internet access, I have the recording on my computer as well. So I've done it 3 different ways. Now I'm going to share my screen and we'll talk about the class. So sometimes I'll ask you to share your screen, other times I'll share my screen for right now. And now I'm going to be sharing the screen. And what are you seeing right now here, Michael, on my screen? What's happening here?
It's recording of the Zoom meeting.
Using what?
YouTube.
YouTube. And what's the difference? In this case, for instance, see, we can see each other. So at this point, we see each other. And in this case, for instance, Angelina, I see you kind of. And what's the difference? There's a delay, right? So you can see that if you got this URL, you could see one another there. Okay, so we know that I've quieted it down, but we can have it on YouTube as well. Now, once you go to Zoom meetings, you with me, Victoria? Once we go to Zoom meetings, you know, that's how you enter to get to my classes. You have under the tab here, you see previous meetings, personal meeting room, and cloud recordings. You see that, Victoria? So this is where you're not going to see it now, but after we stop, you'll see the recordings of each lecture. So if you wanted to review something or there was an issue, you could go and view the recordings on demand. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2 is we have the course syllabus. So everybody, we want to go to the course syllabus, right? So you have the course syllabus. You can click on the course syllabus and you can see this. I say this is tentative, subject to change based on, we'll see how we go in terms of timing, but we more or less will be going towards it. One of the things you see is here you see my name. Of course, since this is an online class, my office location is remote, meaning that it's online, that I can meet you on Zoom. Here is my email that you always can get in touch with me. My office hours are after this class. Isn't that beautiful? I don't have another class afterwards, so I can stay with you. And when things are fresh in your mind, I can go over that with you. If you send me an email, make sure you put the section that we're in. In this case, we're section K. Make sure you put in K, or, you know, the 630, so we know what it is. In my sections, course materials are required, which is Wiley Plus edition. Why do I want not only just the ebook, but Wiley Plus is essential so you can do adaptive assignments. So we'll go over that in a moment. And you can link in. Here's the course descriptions, basically talking about how we're going to use tech and business. And we're going to be going over big data analytics, a lot of things that you are majoring in, automated system programming, Internet of Things, networks, databases, information security. We'll talk about different cloud platforms, meaning how to get via browser, how to operate mobile platforms, right? Web platforms. We'll talk about analytics, business intelligence, and of course, artificial intelligence will be big throughout the semester, and big data. We'll have group projects where we'll develop a viable business tech concept. We'll create a business plan around that technology. We'll we'll have a website. We're working with Wix that allows us, I have a special academic partnership with Wix that they give a gift to my students, giving a free domain name and an upgrade. And what was your domain name, Spencer?
For the website?
Mm-hmm.
It
was, in what topic did you do?
I did mental health.
Mental health.
I think it was the hub mentality or something like that.
Right. So it was great. You want to tell them a little bit? Maybe once we start getting into the project, you can show off. You did
Yeah, I can show them.
You can show what you've done for basically, how would you say it in a couple of sentences, what you were doing?
Pretty much like, I mean, I have anxiety. I've been diagnosed with a GAD, so kind of going through college with that is a little bit stressful sometimes. So me and my group decided to create a website that gives, other college students some ways to help with that. Kind of acting like using AI, kind of acting as a therapist for people who can't.
So we're thinking about it. Basically, we're looking at we were trying to look at ways like generative AI can help, especially in mental health. It is really an opportunity. So some other students were doing other projects, but you came a long way from the conceiving to really getting it look nice.
Yeah, definitely.
It really came about and using generative AI. We also had the CEO of one of the companies where we trained an AI, right? A generative AI to work with it as well. You'll see we're going through Blackboard. Everybody's familiar. Course policies. In my class, everything is individual. In my class, it's the opposite. You're required to bring your laptops. You're required to have your camera out. And recordings, I record every class. So in that case where people say I don't want recordings, you can see I record multiple different ways for us to work with it and see how AI can even help in part of the recordings. Here's attendance and participation. Each student's required to attend every class, and attendance is part of the grade. Arriving, I expect you, what I suggest you do is try to get online 5 minutes early. We all have technical problems. You saw with the computer, with Wi-Fi. Sometimes I'll even be on and off myself. The grade band, all BTE210 sections have a grade band policy. Peer review. We'll see. I don't know if any of you have done work projects where one person, I don't know if you can comment on it, where one person does a lot of the work or two and three look on and want the same grade. Here, that's not the case. We have peer review. So even if it's an excellent presentation, if someone hasn't done the adequate work, they will be penalized for that. Late assignments. Exams, again, I stress exams will be in person. General behavior, I expect everybody to have respect for one another. and I the same to you, and you to me, and you to each other. This is a good point here, is disabilities. Anyone that has accommodations for any disabilities, you will take the test with the rest of the class. And the reason why I do it, I will give you as much time as you need, but I find it much more beneficial that I'm there with you when you take the test. So I will be able to answer any questions that you have. You have me right there. So send me any accommodation letters. I've gotten a few from some students, but if you have that, just send it there. And then at the time of before the exam, remind me, and you will get more class time. Class recordings, as I said, we're doing it. These are some of the technology tools we'll do. We'll do website, we'll do social media, generative AI. We'll have some sessions on automated trading systems and deep learning, generative AI, training AI systems. The grading. Everybody wants to know about grades. Everybody is concerned about grades. Everybody wants to get the best grade possible. I understand. This is the grading that is. We have 2 exams. Those 2 exams will be in person. One exam will count 20%. The second exam will count another 20%. There'll be 2 parts to the exam. One part will be multiple choice. The other will be open-ended questions. There usually are 2 open-ended questions. And among those 2 open-ended questions, I will give you in advance about 4 or 5 questions that you know that I will choose 2 among those. So you have preparation, and it will be more targeted rather than I have no idea what in the world we will cover, because we'll do additional readings. We'll discuss a number of the topics that are relevant now. And especially with this generative AI, things are moving quite quickly, that even from last semester, Spencer, there'll be new things, right, that are going to be appearing that we can look at. Group projects. Group projects will have, it counts 25%. You'll have individual assignments for another 25%. And participation, your quizzes, your attendance is another 10%. So that can also help with your grade. So this is the course assignment. It's tentative, subject to change, but for right now, I'll be talking about what's due. We'll have next week, we'll break up into breakout rooms. We'll do team exercises, collaboration we'll do, software, data management, information security, fintech, we'll do blockchain. And on March 6th, put a note there, we will have exam 1. It will be in person. It will be on the School of Business in the lab, in the School of Business in room 204. I'm giving the exam prior to spring break, so that prior to spring break, you can go to spring break and enjoy yourself rather than worrying about coming back for an exam. We'll be talking about cloud computing, deep learning, automated trading systems, predictive modeling, search engine optimization, generative AI. And on April 17th, we'll have a second exam. And that will be in person. And then Spencer, for the exams, if you can join me, if you don't mind, during that session and help me in terms of organizing, make sure that everybody's there. And what we'll usually do is have you bring your laptop as a backup. We'll be using the computer lab, but things happen. That's one of the things that we're going to learn in this class, is to document and expect technology sometimes to give us challenges and not work, but we're prepared. On April 29th, we'll be doing a group presentation. Your groups will be giving short presentations to me. I'll give you feedback on it. It'll be online. And then based on my feedback, you'll record another session using Zoom yourself and posting it with all your final materials the week of final exams. Okay, are there any questions about the course syllabus? Yes, no? Is anything, Spencer, that I need to address? No? Fine. Next, after the course syllabus, and you may want to put that in also, Spencer, on the announcement, is that everybody should check the what's due tab to see what is going to be the assignments. So always go to the what's due, and you'll see, let me just turn this off, you'll see what is due for the sessions. So you see here, due next Wednesday, please make a Wiley Plus account through the Wiley Plus tab. Click on a link and either start a free trial or purchase access. What I suggest you do is start with your free trial for 14 days. Just in case you decide, this is not the course I want. I want to go to another instructor. I don't like online. This time doesn't fit. Whatever it is, this way you have 2 weeks to make a final decision. So I suggest everybody start with a free trial. And the first thing is to go to Wiley Plus Adaptive Assignment, found in Wiley Plus Chapter 1. So if you go to the next link called Wiley Plus, you'll see Chapter 1. And if you see Chapter 1 here, you can see when I click the information, this talks about the book itself, right? Where you can see all the possibilities that you have that you can go through and read. So if I do why, and this is my part, if I do why choose, right, I'll wait for it to bring out the book, and it says, why should I study information systems? And it gives you digital transformation that you can get online. You can read through this. You can see the tables, right, that you can proceed through this. You see, basically, they're trying to explain to you what's the difference between data, information, and knowledge. What are parts of basic computer information consists of hardware, software, networking, databases. What are the procedures? You can think about business intelligence systems. You can think about almost that idea of what an IT platform is, or information technology. Basically, think about it as almost like the departments in the university, right, in the business school. Accounting information systems, finance information systems, production, operations management, marketing, and in human resources. You have the services, the personnel, all the components. And here you can see here, almost when we're talking about the supply chain, you have basically business to business, suppliers, and then you have basically, you'll always see here a cloud, which really means the internet, online payments, digital products, gives you the workflow, and you can go through this. Okay, and you can see all of this as it goes, and then through the closing case. Now, these videos, you see 2 sets of videos? Do you see that, Michael? 2 sets of videos here? That is optional. So, Victoria, if you'd like to look at the videos, those videos were not produced by me. It was produced by the author. If you want to watch them, fine. If you don't want to watch them, Victoria, it's up to you. Everybody learns in a different place. You can do that. Flashcards, you can play around with flashcards in the way that if there's flashcards, they basically, you can basically, for the quiz, this is a good way to quiz yourself. They give you a question, you can answer the question, and if you answered it right, they'll give you a way to submit. whether you entered it or not. So this is a good way for that. And then everyone needs to do the adaptive assignment, chapter 1, and that's like a quiz for the adaptive assignment. Now, what is Victoria? What is my role? The instructor or the student? Victoria.
The instructor.
I'm the instructor. So I have a different view than you. You as a student would take the assignment. I view the results, grade, edit, and more. So if I open up the assignment, I can see that 2 students have already applied. And if I look at those students already, I see Amelia and Aiden already logged in. So in this case, Victoria, if you would be so kind, I'm going to stop sharing. Are you on Blackboard now, Victoria?
Yeah, I am.
Can you share your screen? Because what, Victoria? You have a different view than I do. So if you could share your screen so everybody sees what you see, because if they see what I see, it's not the same. So just share your screen.
I think Zoom blocked that on my desktop.
Try again. Share a screen.
It's saying that like, hold on, it says that the system preferences is blocked.
Okay, let's try somebody else. Amelia, you want to try? Do you have Blackboard? It's good to see. We got to figure out what's happening, right, Victoria?
Yes, I can try.
Okay, you try. That's great. You know, when we have problems, Victoria, it's not your fault, right? So that's what we want to find them. That's what we're going to be doing here. Try to share the screen.
I think I have to go into like settings and figure it out before I can do that. Because I don't have it like turned on in my settings.
Okay, so go to your Zoom and share settings. Okay, let's see somebody else. Okay, so Charles, are you on Blackboard? Are you
Yes.
on Zoom? Go to Zoom. You're on Zoom. Can you share your screen?
Yeah, hold up.
We got 2 Charles. Charles Gregory, you want to try? And then we'll try Charles, the other Charles.
Wait, where do you go to share your screen?
It should be, you go down below. You should see share screen. You should see where you can do chat.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Try it. And try to do full screen. It's good that we find out. Right, Spencer? Does it work, Charles?
Yeah, I have to go into settings to allow
Okay.
me to share whatever. I don't know.
Okay. And how do you do that?
It's taking me to settings, and then
Okay.
I
All
gotta.
right. So everybody do that. So how did you get it done?
Oh, I
to
have to
everybody?
quit Zoom and reopen it
Okay.
to be able to share.
Okay. Good. Okay. So we're here. What happened? Okay. So have you signed in? So let's do this. Let's go back to Blackboard. Now go to your Blackboard. Share your screen for Blackboard.
Are you talking to me?
Mm-hmm.
I have to like get out of Zoom in order to share my screen.
Why do you
Like I have to quit and reopen it.
let's see somebody else. Okay, let's see that. Okay, can you try it? Who wants to, Corey, can you try it? Try to
Mine's
share your
saying,
screen.
mine's
Hmm?
saying the same thing right now for like trying to do that. I have to go through my settings too.
Okay. So you want to try it then, Spencer?
Yeah, I can do that. Hold on. Mine's gonna look like yours,
Because,
because I'm a teaching assistant, so.
oh, okay. No, so then we don't want that. Let's see somebody else here. Jalen, can you do it? Try to
Yeah, I
share.
can try to do it.
Yeah, try to share your screen.
Mine says the same thing. I have to go into my settings and change it.
Okay, go to your settings and change it and see if you can come back. And where are your settings? Because I have who can share. I say all participants. So I don't know why you guys can't share. And Evan, can you do it? Can you try to share?
Yeah, I could try.
Try. Okay, we got one. And then later on, Evan, I don't know what you did. Congratulations. And maybe you can help others on what it is. So Evan, you see Evan's thing here? Now go to Wiley Plus. Everybody just watch Evan's screen and then you can worry about it later. And now you see, just hold on. You go to Wiley Plus, click on Chapter 1 Introduction. Now here you can choose any one that you want. So try to say, why should I study information systems? Click on it. And it comes out, create, go down, go up first, create a Wiley, go up, create a Wiley account to unlock all of our learning, create an account, and then go down. And notify me, and then go, keep on going down to the end. Go down all the way to the end. Okay, good. So in this case, log in and go down. Keep on going all the way down so we can see everything. What does that bottom say? Stay anonymous. Okay. And then you can fill it out. Okay. And then say notify me. Don't I agree, I guess. Please confirm email. Okay. Please agree, submit. Let's see what happens. So now we activation in code to confirm. Let's see, do we get anything? Wiley Plus, verify. 9643. And then let's see what we get. Thank you, continue. Okay, now go all the way down. You see here, you can buy it, but go all the way down. And you see where it says 14-day free trial? I'd like everybody just to do that. Click on it. And now access my course now. Perfect. Let's see what we get. Right, and now you get the whole 9 yards, right? And now go back to Blackboard. And you see where it's adaptive assignment. That's what you're going to be doing next week. Go to the very last one, adaptive assignment. And under adaptive assignment, you see now open assignment. And you see on the corner there where it says upgrade now. Do you see that? Everybody see that? So before the 14 days, then you can upgrade now. But I like everybody to do 14 days. You never know what's going on. Now say open assignment. And then it gives you, you can start doing the assignment. That's it. So we got that part. Voila, I don't know what happened, but at least we got one student, Evan, that we ended up sharing it. Okay, so everybody understand that you just go to one of the items there, adaptive assignment, and then you can get in. You don't need a registration code, just look for 14-day. And sometimes what I found out about Wiley for students, that sometimes Safari has issues, so then try Chrome. Okay, so we got that part. Now I'm going to share then, Evan. Thank you very much, and thank you for the others to try to share. So in the meantime, you all can get the 14-day. While I'm speaking, you can even, go ahead and try to do the 14-day. And now, if I go back, right, I have the assignment. I'm going to go back here. And if I go back to our section, and here, by the way, what's due, right? For new assignments and due dates, please check what's due tab. This is where all the assignments, information available. Hi, and then Spencer gave you how to get in touch with you. Thank you so much, Spencer, for really helping me. Helps me a lot. Now, if I go back to what's due, right, in my I have then, just turn this off. And then go back. And now the other part which I need to do is that assignments and quizzes. And under assignments and quiz, oh, let me turn it on. Let me just make this. It's show link. Okay, now on what's due, I see on what's due, I see Wiley Plus, adaptive assignment, which is good. And now I need to do quiz chapter 1 found under assignments and quizzes. So I always do Wiley Plus, and now I'm going to go to assignments and quizzes. And under assignments and quizzes, I need to make it available to you. So I'm going to edit the test options. I'm going to, if you look at it, I'm going to make it available to all students. I want to make an announcement. And instead of doing it once, I'm going to give everybody a chance to do it twice, 2 attempts, the last graded attempt. And for the quiz, I'm not going to force you to complete it, and I'm not going to set a timer. And it's going to be open book. And in this case, the due date, I want then the due date to be the 24th of January, and we'll make it at, let's make it at 6:30. Don't wait till 6:30, but we'll do till 6:30. And we're going to include it in the test grade and the submissions all at once, and then we will submit. And then Evan, you can tell me, do you see it? Under quizzes and under assignments and quizzes, quiz
I
chapter.
see it, yeah.
Perfect. So if I go back to what's due, you can see that I know how to do the adaptive assignment. You know how to do the quiz for chapter 1. And then also what I'd like you to do is update your Miami Zoom account. Because in your Miami Zoom account, you know, Evan, that you can host on your own. Rather than just being a user, you can host on your own. So you need to know, in this case, you can start a meeting, create, and you can go and do that. So you just want to make sure for next semester, for next week, that you have all that content there. And the other part under what's due is subscribe to the New York Times and Wall Street Journal. So you can let me know candidly, do you ever read the New York Times and Wall Street Journal, Evan?
I do, yeah.
Okay. So did you know that we can do a free accounts? Did you know that?
I did.
Yeah. So what I want everyone to make sure you do, Evan, is, what is your major, Evan?
Finance.
Finance. Okay, good, Evan. So in this case, if everybody goes and opens in a new tab, this one, everybody do this, that there are a lot of papers, live editions that you can get free, which is really great. It's not free. We're members of the University of Miami that they've subscribed, where they get anyone associated with the University of Miami get this. So The Economist is good, the Financial Times, New York Times. I'm choosing for our class the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal. All you need is your student ID. So that's great. So in this case, if I go to the New York Times, Evan, and I go to business, what section do you think I want you to look at for sure of these tabs?
Tech.
Tech. Everybody understands? So when you go to the New York Times under business, I want you to go under tech and look at, once a week at least, look at what it seems to be, even in the New York Times, what seems to be happening, that we have more of a idea of where the trend's going. You understand, Evan? So if I look, notice on the left, the AI latest challenges, and your major then is finance, Evan? Is it, do you have a minor or just finance?
Business law.
Business law, okay. So you can kind of see. So notice the AI, Apple expected to remove health features from new Apple Watches. What was that about? That really has to do with law too. Did you have any idea on that one, Evan? Why are they removing health features from the new Apple Watch?
I'm not sure.
Basically, those health features, monitoring your heart, monitoring all your odometer, and basically all your breaths. And what did they do? Is another company that was a medical tech company said, guess what? That Apple violated their patents. So what do they say? Do you think Apple has big pockets, deep pockets, Evan? Of course they did. So they sued and they won. So all of a sudden, now they're going to do some negotiations here. So you see that. Also, what's interesting here, if you look at it, look at this one, Evan. Microsoft tops Apple to become the most valuable public company. What kind of phone do you have, Evan?
An iPhone.
An iPhone. Who's the owner of that? Apple, right? What kind of laptop you have?
Mac.
Apple, right? It used to be, right? If you think about, you're the consumer, you have almost, you got a lot of Apple products, right? They used to be the most valuable company. Now, all of a sudden, Microsoft tops it. Why? Why do you think? Jaden, why do you think? Jalen, why do you think Microsoft tops Apple to become the most valuable company?
Not really sure.
Okay. Why do you think, Spencer? What did Microsoft just invest in?
Art of AI. Oh yeah, that's fine.
OpenAI. What product is really famous in OpenAI? You have an idea, Evan? Have you ever heard of ChatGPT? Microsoft, someone in Microsoft said we should invest over a year ago, right? Or 2 years, we should invest 50% of OpenAI. By just doing that, look what the market did. Unbelievable, huh? There was somebody smart that when you think about it, that they should be really rewarded from Microsoft. Probably they're getting the shares too, that they could be there. So you can see here that you have it. If I go to the Wall Street Journal, the same idea. Charles Gregory, if I go to the Wall Street Journal, where should I go in this case? What tab do you think I should choose?
I'm sorry, for what exactly?
I want you to read the Wall Street Journal. I don't want you to read the whole Wall Street Journal. Which section of the Wall Street Journal do you think I want you to look at?
Business or tech?
Probably the latter, right? So everybody always look at tech, right? And under tech, Sheryl Sanders is leaving the board. Okay. Long distance, Apple loses attempt to delay US watch ban. We talked about it. Look at this in this case, Corey. Samsung Galaxy phones go heavy on industries. What? Next big hope. What is that called? Generative AI. Right? Apple changes its app store. Right? And then you see personal. And here there's a whole section where I think it'd be really interesting, Charles Gregory, to read is the artificial intelligence section. You see that, Evan? On the Wall Street Journal, it's interesting to see where it is. And basically every week to get an idea of what's happening in there. So this is kind of interesting on here that I can see it. Isabel, what is your major again?
Marketing.
Marketing. So it's the same idea. Do you think AI is going to have an effect on marketing? Of course it does. So here they're talking about, in this case, it's interesting. Phil, is interesting. AI helps U.S. intelligence track hackers targeting critical infrastructure. So the hackers are using AI, Phil, and guess what? The U.S. intelligence is also using AI to help track the trackers. You know, it's almost like a cat and mouse game. And this is what we're doing. And Caden, what's your major?
I'm in entrepreneurship.
Entrepreneur, it's the same idea. Look at that as entrepreneurs and look at this. Altman is what? Do you have any idea who Altman is? And if you don't feel bad about it. What should you do? Phil, do you have access to look something up in Google or ChatGPT, Phil? So look up who is Altman and Nadella.
Okay, give me 1 second.
I'll give you, and everybody should do it, not just Phil, right? Angelina, do the same thing. Who is Altman and Nadella when they're talking AI at Davos? So if I click on it, I say Nadella says generative AI creates a magical moment. Altman shares enthusiasm while also saying people will go on with their lives. So Phil, did you get it? Who's Nadella?
I'm still looking it up. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. So okay. So look at Angelina. Altman, Sam Altman left. You want to look him up, and Satya Nadella at the World Economic Forum.
It says that Nadella is it says Microsoft CEO Nadella announced
Exactly.
late last night.
Right. So Satya Nadella is a very rich man today. He was rich before, but he's even more so, right? Because his company, OpenAI, who has a product called what? Evan?
Sorry.
What is his product? This guy, Sam, OpenAI. What's their major product? ChatGPT. And his major Hall to Famer is that he invested 50% in his company. And now he's taking that technology and incorporating into all of Office, all of their products. So when you want to design PowerPoint, right, there'll be a co-pilot that you can what? Have the AI help you develop it. And basically, they're at the World Economic Forum that meets every year. And the CEOs of OpenAI and Microsoft, respectively, have already been through a lot the last few months through this. And if you look at the tech, then you can see, if you go down below, there's a lot on getting you curious about what's happening with AI. You got it, Evan? Okay, so you can see here that FINRA calls AI emerging risk and annual. So there's risk to AI too. There's trust problems to AI. I don't know what they're going to be doing with my data. When you put in prompts, they're taking your data. Are they taking my data? And basically, New York Times sued ChatGPT, OpenAI, saying you took our articles, our intellectual property, and you're using it, and you're not giving us any credit. Okay. So let's, Spencer's, there's something that I need to know or answer from students.
Yeah, some kids don't have the What's Due tab. Is it
Try it
available?
again.
Is it available to just us, or is it available to?
No. Try it again. Shout out. If you had problems with What's Due section, see if you have it again. See if you have it. Write if you're having problems now for the What's Due section.
I still don't see it.
Did you see it? Let's try again. Isabella, I'm going to share my screen, okay? It's good that we see it. I'm going to go to K. And I'm off. I have What's Due. Go again. Refresh your computer.
I did. I went out of Blackboard and logged back in, but it just I have web links, Wiley Plus, assignments and quizzes.
Okay.
I
What's
just
Due?
don't have What's Due.
Camelia, do you have it? Caden, do you have What's Due?
No, I don't have it either.
I have it.
Hmm?
I have it.
Yeah.
I just refreshed my page and then it showed
Yeah,
up.
refresh your page. Just refresh your page.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, perfect.
I still don't have it.
Try it again. Refresh. You'll get it. I think it, I saw it was kind of like, it was a little glitch, but you'll get it. Okay. What else? Stay with me, okay? Who is still having problems? Stay with me after class and we'll proceed. Okay, anything else? So everybody knows then what to do. You need to get a Wiley account, use the 14-day. You need to do the quiz, chapter 1, under assignments and quizzes. Subscribe to the Wall Street Journal and New York Times. And go to Zoom and make sure you're updated. Any other questions? So I am going to end today's formal session. I thank you all for coming. I'll stay afterwards and answer any personal questions you have or any other questions. Spencer, if you can stay with me a few minutes and we can finish off. Okay? Anything else I need to do? Okay, so have a good weekend. I'll
Thank you.
see you back next week.
Thank you. Have a good one.
And
Thank you. Have a good one.
we'll continue going on to it and hopefully
Thank you.
we'll get it. And I appreciate everybody helping me out and sharing your screen and having issues. And Isabel, you still having issues? Okay, we can stay. And Sophie, you have an issue?
No, I have a few questions, but you
Okay.
can do whatever you need to first.
Okay, and Natty, what's up? Natty left. And Aiden, what's up? You have a question?
I don't have the what's due tab. I've refreshed it a bunch and it's not working.
Okay, why don't you do this? Close out and then come back in.
Like out of Blackboard?
Yeah, out of Blackboard, come in again.
I just did that like a couple times. It's still not there.
I don't know what to say. Why don't you do this? All of you just log out, completely, leave Zoom, everything, and then come back in. That link will still work, because I'm still here.
And I just want to say I'm still here. Sorry, my camera,
Mhm.
I click start video and it says Zoom is unable to detect a camera. So I was trying to fix it with my computer, but
Okay, and where
I'm
are
gonna
you
try
on
to fix it by
campus?
next class, but
Yeah,
I'm not
fix it by
sure.
the next class. Are
Yeah.
you on campus?
Yeah, I'm on campus. So I'm gonna
So
go to
maybe there's like tech, and there's like tech support.
yeah, I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah,
I've never
figure it
had this
out, tech
problem.
support, so we can have it next time. But you
Okay.
followed along, Tommy.
All right, thank you.
My pleasure.
Have a good night.
Okay, so Isabella and Aiden, why don't you do this? Log out of Zoom, log out completely, log out of Zoom and then go back to Blackboard and come back into Zoom.
Okay, I might also try it tomorrow because it might just be like taking a couple minutes to get through to my account or something like that. So if it doesn't work, I think I'll be
Well,
able
you
to
know
do
what's
it.
due anyways, right? What's due?
Yeah, I already know. You just
Yeah,
told us,
right.
so.
So we no, but yeah, right. But I'm just saying, well, I want to get it. But if
Yeah,
you want to,
we'll
you
get
can do that. But it should work for everyone. We had like a glitch. I didn't see it either. And then all of a
Sounds
sudden
good.
I refreshed and got it back.
All
So
right.
everybody should have it. Okay,
See you
great.
in class. Bye.
Perfect. Let me